I'm starting things off with a change to a long-standing part of DC's identity. After 74 years, Washington, D.C. will be getting a new area code, as 202 will soon be joined by the brand new 771 area code. Yeah, the 202 area code is synonymous with D.C. Anything else just feels wrong. Unfortunately, we're expected to run out of 202 numbers this year, and soon we'll be seeing 771 numbers along with the 202, and we'll have to type all 10 digits of a number to call somebody. Are you kidding me? I had no idea that you didn't have to type the area code. I was today years old when I found out you didn't have to type all 10 digits for local calls. Nobody told me nothing. Now, seeing somebody with a 771 area code is gonna make me think, what, you used to live in Atlanta? What about Florida? You look like you got Nebraska in your family. You ain't get that number in the Northeast, stop playing. The good news is we'll soon be able to instantly identify who's old DC and who's new DC, thanks to these new numbers. I can't wait to see tweets like, I don't recognize anyone with a 771 area code, hashtag no new friends. Which personally gives me flashbacks, because even 20 years later, I still never lived down holding a 240 area code when I got my cell phone. Y'all 301s shame me every chance y'all get. Y'all know how hard it was giving my number out to girls and having to say 240 first? Also, because I only gave my number out to save face because you wouldn't give me your number first. But still, I'm still hurt. The scars I carry with me to this day. So good luck and Godspeed to those who get the 771 area code. The 202 folks will come around eventually, give or take 2 decades. I'll let you know when they forgive me. Now, I chose this next story because this is a visual that demands jokes. Demonstrators from West Virginia boarded kayaks and boats to protest outside Senator Joe Manchin's houseboat in the Washington Marina to demand he support the budget reconciliation bill. They confronted this man on the water. Kayakers had to paddle to him, so you know they meant business. If I exercise to get to you and risk drowning, oh, you're gonna hear what I have to say. Folks drove to DC and resorted to pirate tactics just to get a word in with their senator. Now, Manchin really thought addressing them from above, like Caesar, was a good idea. Right over the almost heaven name paint, looking like a backwoods Marie Antoinette. Peace and quiet must have been more important to him than the optics. Incredibly, this nautical strategy actually worked. The West Virginia kayak activists were able to get a meeting with Manchin today.
I just want to say that this meeting's not the end of the road for people who are passionate about the Build Back Better agenda. This is just the beginning, and Senator Manchin is going to continue to hear from us as much as he needs to in order to get him to vote for this bill.
Good for them, and especially good for whoever wrote the "Don't Sink Our Bill" sign in the background there. They got a rowing workout and their voices heard. Manchin's seafaring constituents ain't playing no games. You hear that, Joe? Better do the right thing. Don't make them pull up on your floating home again. Finally, I chose this story because it'll affect everyone in the DC area. The U.S. Postal Service has begun slowing down mail delivery for mail traveling longer distances. I didn't think it was possible for the Postal Service to be any more janky and bootleg than it already is. I was wrong. Not only is it possible, it's actually happening. Paul Steedler, an expert on the Postal Service, said that mail delivery will be slower than it was in the 1970s. Yes, people wore bell-bottoms and platform shoes back then, so you know they couldn't move fast or they trip and fall. Their internet was CB radios. A bald man could grow an afro, and the time it's going to take for mail to arrive. 3 discos could open and close, right where Dream used to be. Now, as annoying as this is, there is one group that will be helped by slower mail. That's right, the post-dated check community. Now the money might actually be in your account by the time your payment arrives. So to you decrepit, shameless citizens, I say congratulations. But I'm still going to cash that check in December.